Hello and welcome. My name's Michael Cups, and we're glad to welcome you back to another issue of AOTv. I've got two special guests today. Both are from ActiveOps, and we're going to talk about Capacity23, which is an exciting event coming up in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to have an opportunity to network, learn, and maybe even have a few laughs with the gentleman I'm sitting with today, as well as an extended staff from ActiveOps and some of our customers and some special guests. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and inform you about what to expect and how you can justify it for your boss to get yourself there. So welcome, Spencer. Welcome, Santosh. Maybe we start with a quick introduction, Spencer.
Hi, so Spencer O'Leary. I'm the CEO of ActiveOps North America.
And Santosh?
My name is Joy Santosh, and I head operations for ActiveOps in North America.
Excellent. Well, welcome to both of you. So let's start with you, Spencer. What is Capacity23 and why is it significant?
So Capacity23 is our inaugural conference in North America. We did an event in London last year, really successful, very well attended, lots of value for the people who attended. So we decided to do our own in North America this year. So Nashville, Tennessee, it's happening in a few weeks' time, and we've got customers, experts, even a futurist to talk about the future of ops in 2024. So lots for people to learn and lots for people to take away.
Excellent. I might wear a spacesuit then, since it's
Sounds
future.
good.
Santosh, maybe could you just give us a little more of the logistics, the where and when?
Well, that's the fun bit, right? It's going to be in what I call the music capital of the United States. So the conference itself, the main event, is aptly called Capacity 2023. It's in Nashville, Tennessee on the 2nd of November at this really amazing and a historic venue called the Bell Tower. So the conference starts at 9 a.m. in the morning. It goes up to 5 p.m. The event is then followed by the ActiveOps Awards and Gala Dinner that starts at 6:30 p.m. Doesn't end there. We actually start with a pre-event, slightly informal, an evening of fun, just getting to know people better, break the ice, on November 1st in the evening at 7 p.m. at this nice place called Luke's 32 Bridge in Nashville again.
Excellent. Sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm sure we'll feed and provide drinks and coffee and all that sort of stuff as well. All right, so Spencer, let's talk about why should somebody attend?
Well, I think what we're seeing, Cups, across industries, across verticals, right across North America, is the world of operations is changing. COVID changed a lot of things for a lot of people, and this combination now of home working, office working, most businesses are doing a bit of both, has really changed the way that we do our own jobs, our employees do their jobs, and how people have to be managed. Mix that with the change in AI, and we've all read about how AI is changing our lives as consumers. Yeah. It's also changing the way that we expect organizations to process our work as consumers. Employees do things differently and need to be managed differently. So I think the combination of this is a different working environment for people, mixing a bit of AI, and operations need to change. They're certainly changing at a fantastic pace, and we expect them to change more through 2024. So this is all about learning and understanding and having collaboration with industry peers about what do those changes look like? What do we all need to be ready for as we go into next year? And this conference is a great place to get some of that out.
All right, that sounds like a great topic and why people should be there. Santosh, could you tell us, who do we have coming up? Who's the lineup? What's the speakers look like?
We've got some esteemed speakers at the conference. Spencer spoke to a futurist, talking to the future of service operations. We've got Dion Hinchcliffe, who is the vice president and principal analyst at Constellation Research. Dion's excited to be talking about the future trends for service operations, the future trends for business leaders, and what it means to expect more from the teams and operations that we run. We've got external speakers from Accenture. So we've got Christopher Max, who's their service delivery operations leader. We've got someone from technology and RPA and artificial intelligence space. So we've got Satish Shenoy. He's the regional vice president for strategic technology partnerships and alliances from SS&C Technologies Blue Prism. And we've got Dr. Rajaram Natarajan, who's the SVP of client services at Sagility.
Wow, that's a great lineup alone. But I also understand we have some customers coming to speak about their deployments and their success, as well as AO people coming over from the UK and in North America.
Yes, we do. And we always promise a fantastic lineup of speakers, not just externally, but also internally, and some very pertinent topics. And more importantly, and I think this is what makes Capacity unique. It's a diverse representation of customers. So we've got customers from the banking industry, from insurance, from healthcare, from energy, and from technology, and from BPO. Now, we've tried to make it entertaining at the same point. Again, we want to sort of break up the monotony of being at a conference. So we're giving you different formats of panelists, case studies, customer stories, and of course, active ops stories. So we've got two esteemed panels that are going to be speaking about the future trends. So decision intelligence, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and its implications on service operations. Now, this panel discussions comprise our customers from Elevance Health, from Humana, from Dominion Energy, and from TD Bank. Now, aside from the panelist discussions, we've got focused customer stories, which are case studies, which are success stories that have been delivered over the many years. So we've got like an ops game changer fireside chat with a head of retail card services, and then a story on driving enterprise scale workforce performance management from TD Bank. We've got a presentation on driving capacity, productivity, and of course, business impact in healthcare from Elevance Health. And then a case study, probably very pertinent for the times that we're going through, about enhancing visibility and gaining control in a complex case working environment. And this is from Fidelity International. Now, these are our customer stories. And then we've got our Chief Product Officer, Stuart Pugh, who's flying in from the UK, along with Phil Moody, who's one of our product directors, also from the UK, and then combined with Jenny Cromer, who's from the global, what we call the global customer services team, but based out of the US, combining together the future roadmap of ActiveOps, our products, our services, and what they actually mean for our customers and prospects in the industry.
That's fantastic. So Spencer, you were talking earlier about the change, AI, a lot of disruptive things happening in operations. So as a theme of do more with what you have, or do more with what you need to do in the future, what are people going to walk away with? What do you feel like that theme and an operations person, where's that intersect?
Sure. Well, I think let's probably go back a step. What are people walking in with? Well, every customer I'm talking to at the moment has similar challenges, and they're coming right from the top table down to every element of operations, which is either do more with the same, or for most, do more with less. Right. So it's how do I increase the output of my business unit? And I've got to reduce costs. We all know the economic times that we're living in. So I think what people are going to come with is that sort of challenge inside their own organization, inside their own industry, of how do I do more with less? And we're going to equip them through Capacity to learn from other people's stories, learn from some industry experts, as Santosh said, and equip all people with ideas that they can go back to their business with on how they're going to implement solutions, how they're going to implement some of the active ops capability to do more with less. We've seen some great success stories come out of our customers where they've delivered phenomenal value in a short period of time. And as Santosh says, from some of our larger customers, they're doing that at huge scale. So I think people that are coming with those challenges of how do I do more with less? How am I going to get 2024 to be a great year for my organization? They're going to be equipped with some great ideas, some great solutions, and some great thoughts to go back to their businesses to implement as we go into next year.
Excellent. So, and so Santosh, if you take that, especially that do more with less comment, travel budgets are tight. Telling your boss that you need to step away for a day or two to travel to Nashville might be a little difficult sometimes with the workloads that we're all under. What would you say the justification is that somebody could use to get there? Because it's going to be a fantastic amount of knowledge and networking for them.
So I think the first theme is about rewriting the future of service operations. And you're doing it together with a partner company, ActiveOps. We've been partners in this journey for a long time. So when you speak to senior leaders, when you're going to be telling that you're going to be investing about a day and a half within your peer group, and of course with partners like ActiveOps, and you're going to help rewrite the future of service operations, I think that's a fairly solid business reason to be here. The second, the big theme of the event is about expecting more, about doing more, about wanting more. All of us in service operations know that typically the supply is finite. The demand is infinite. So how can you make more? How can you do more with what you have? Promise your leaders, confidently tell them that you're coming back with a bag of best practices from practitioners, from advocates, from friends. More importantly, not just from your industry, but from a diverse industry set. I spoke about the various industries that are participating in Capacity 23 this time. Gladly and more confidently tell your leaders that you are happy when you come back from the conference to take a stretched efficiency target. Some organizations have a new financial year starting very soon in November. Some of them have, the calendar year ends and you have a new calendar year starting. So go back gladly and tell them, give me a stretch efficiency target and be confident that you're going to deliver it in the set time period. You've got active ops by your side. You've got nothing to worry.
Excellent.
That essentially will not just fund this travel, but will probably fund your next 5 years of, attendance at an active ops event.
Excellent. Yeah, great justification. Thank you, Santosh. So this last question is for both of you because I know all three of us were in London last year at the one at a fabulous facility. I forget that it was the Science Museum. I think
the London Science Museum.
Yeah, that was great views. That's what I remember the most about it. But the customers came and they had a great time, and even if you think back a couple of years ago, before the pandemic, we had one in London. Right after the pandemic, we had one in London, and this one I think was the largest one last year. So, can you just give us a flavor? Both of you answer the question, in whatever order you want to. But what was the customer sentiment? What do you think that they walked away with that just really made a difference? And from what I can tell by the numbers in London, they're all coming back this year and more. So
I think for me, the thing, as I talked to people at the conference and afterwards about what they got out of the event, was most conferences people go to are about fundamentally changing a part of their business. So changing the technology that's used to process the work, or onshoring or offshoring. These are big fundamental changes that often take years in the planning, never mind the execution. And what they really learned from the Active Ops conference is not changing processes, not changing technology, just changing the way that you manage your people has a fundamental and significant sort of outcome to the business. So that's what I heard from a lot of people. They didn't realize that just changing the way that they manage people and just changing the way that they manage people and performance has this sort of fundamental effect on the benefits they've driven in their business. So that was a real eye-opener for a lot of people who came, just to see that, if you like, the art of the possible from implementing the Active Ops solution and managing differently.
Yeah, that's great. What do you think, Santosh?
Well, the fact of the matter is, when you bring people together, and they could come from different organizations, they would have not met each other, they're probably meeting each other for the first time. It's a general feeling that we all share similar pains and similar problems when we run service operations. When you come from operations, you could be from a bank, from energy, from insurance, from healthcare, from BPO. Our problems are pretty much the same. But when people come together and talk about it with no boundaries in between, you are talking about solving problems together, problems that you have solved, problems that people are probably going through now. It's amazing when people go, oh, you that's the same problem I have. And is this what you did? And they go back more confident, going, oh, I'm not alone in this journey. There are others who've done really well. So you end up meeting people. And, as they say, problems get better when you share them. That's typically what happens. You're going out with a solution. You know exactly what's the tack, and you can go out and execute it because you've just heard a real story. The other thing is, and I had one of our customers tell this to me in London, that we actually have more braver people out there. They're braver customers. They're braver competitors. They're braver, they're more people who are they're braver friends and advocates who went out and did this many years ago. Why are we taking so long to decide? Why don't we step forward? So they go back sort of prepared with a level of confidence that helps them make that decision to gain, give their people better control, help their leaders be more decisive, help their leaders not to be drowned in data. And they go back, should I say, transformed in that sense.
All right, that's great, Santosh and Spencer. Thank you for those insights from last year's London conference, and we hope to have the same at the Bell Tower this year. Now, it goes without saying, we're a technology company. I mean, we sell software and we provide software for our customers, and they get great benefit out of that. So at the essence, somewhere in this conference, there's something about software and what's coming.
Yeah, as Santosh said, we got some of our head of products and some of our product managers coming from the UK, and we're going to be showcasing what we're doing to address what we see as the changes in operations as they come into 2024. So people will be hearing about some of the innovation we're building into our product, some of the things that are on our product roadmap, some really exciting advancements in the way we're using AI to help the manager of tomorrow manage the service operation of tomorrow. And people are going to hear all about that. We've got some some booths set up with our software. People can have a look. They can test out some of our latest innovations and our latest products. So I think it'd be really exciting for people to see how we're accepting of the fact operations is changing, and we've got some fantastic product enhancements that are going to deliver against that as we go through into next year.
And that's great. And Santosh, some of your team members that are very entrenched with our customers are going to be there in that booth to demonstrate some of that.
Yeah, we've got some product stations. You can come around. We've got our product team. We've got our relationship managers. We've got people from delivery. We've got booths. You can come. You can see a demo of the future of service ops, so to say. Our investments in artificial intelligence, our investments in machine learning, and how we're bringing it into our software to help you gain more visibility. To come out of this, we've come up with this term of data tables and data oceans, and I think more and more we're getting lost in it. How do you come out of it? How do you deploy the right tools of the future that help you make you more decisive, cut down turnaround times, and essentially go out and help you deliver what the customer wants and what the market wants. We've got umpteen sessions. We've got umpteen sessions for interaction.
That's great. So I guess for all these first timers, we need to do something special for them. Maybe next year they get a little sticker on their badge that says they were one of the inaugural attendees. They were the first timers, so they can tell the young people that come in, all the lessons they've learned. So that'll be something fun to celebrate. So thank you both for the conversation. Just want to remind all the listeners, it's November 2nd in Nashville at the Bell Tower. It's a one-day conference followed by an awards gala, and there, as Santosh mentioned, there is a happy hour if you like that sort of thing the night before. We're happy to welcome you to all of those events. We think it's going to be a fantastic event. It's a great opportunity to network. It's a great opportunity to learn, and we hope to see you in Nashville in the Music City. Thank you.